Are you buying a home in Michigan this year? There is one thing that you need to make sure you do after closing that is very important if you are planning on living in that home as your primary residence. Hey, it's Kelly Dix. Today we're going to talk about the Principal Residence Exemption Affidavit. This is a form that you're given at closing as a buyer. So if you are going to be living in your new home as an owner-occupant, it's going to be the home that you're going to be living in. In Michigan, you qualify for an exemption on some of your taxes, your property taxes. So when you close with your closing documents, the title company representative will give you this form. It's called the Principal Residence Exemption Affidavit. And on here it says that you're going to be living in the property as an owner. It has to be in your name, and it's going to be your primary residence. So what you will need to do too is make sure that your driver's license, your voter's registration card all match this address. And it's very important for you to take this form to your tax assessor's office. And then it will transfer the property. You'll have a property transfer affidavit form that you'll have to turn into that'll put the property in your name. But this form will qualify you for the lower property taxes. So if you do not turn in this form, your property taxes will go higher if the previous seller had the homestead exemption on their house. They'd need to rescind their homestead exemption, and then you are taking the homestead exemption as the new homeowner if you're going to live in the house. Let's say, for example, the home you're buying was a rental or a second home. There was no homestead exemption on it. You would have to still file this form. You're going to be paying in the beginning the higher property taxes that are on the non-homestead house right now. But when you file this form, your taxes will adjust and come down to the homestead exemption rate. So it's very important right after you close to take this paper in along with your property transfer affidavit form to the assessor's office in the city of the city where you're buying the house and get these recorded right away. Another thing to note too, there are some dishonest people out there, and the city knows that. So if they do find out that you're filing a principal residence exemption and you don't qualify for it, they could actually come back and retroactively take that higher tax payment and come after you for that and even charge you some penalties. So just make sure you're doing things the proper way. But if you are staying in the home, you want to make sure you get the lower taxes, you need to file that form. Hope that helps. Thanks.